I'll switch the presentation to my laptop because I've got a interaction application for you. So we'll be able to exchange information. So if you want to use your cell phone right now, it's the time. It's also welcome. So you could log on polev.com/HumEng International Inc. So int inc 242. I'll let you grab your phone, take a few seconds to log on the application, well actually on the website. So we could share information together and then have interaction. Again, polev.com/HumEng. So it's a contraction of Human Engineering International Inc. 242. As soon as you're logged in, you could answer the first question. So, which areas of your business do you struggle most regarding the skills, employee retention? Because for sure, as we heard on lunch and just previously, hiring is a real challenge right now, but also as you got them on board, it's also keeping them. So really, where are we at this point? What are you looking for as far as your employee retention? Where are the struggling part? I'll let you just log in. I won't stay long on all the questions like this, but just to make sure you have the time to enter the information. Okay, so we see most of the area, it's regarding production. You could also continue to answer, even though I'm forwarding the presentation. We could go back at the end if you want. Okay. In the next 20 minutes, what I'm just going to talk about, it's really North American workforce context, things that you already know, but just quick facts. Wood industry workforce challenge, and also what we could do as far as skills management in order to improve the retention. First of all, few quick facts. At this point, 75% of the executives tells us that actually there's moderate to severe shortage, especially in technical workforce. The average time right now to recruit, fill the job for an engineer is 94 days, so it's really like 4 months, 4 to 8 months between, and then this is starting from the posting, not where the people left, okay? Skilled production employees and maintenance employees, 75 days before. The only thing I cannot answer is this week days or calendar days, but let's say it's calendar days, okay? And then other workforce area, 48 days, so, you know, when you got someone that leave your company, you are actually in trouble. So that's why retention is very important. The other thing also that you need to remember that the average job tenure tend to reduce year after year. So just 2014, it was 4.5 years. It's really actually 2 years after, it's 4.2, it's going down. So really the time where the people will stay into your organization tend to decrease year after year. If you look by age, it's the same thing. The 55 to 64 have a job tenure of 10 years, which the 25 to 34 are 2.8. So really where you're feeling that there's a higher turnover rate with the younger generation and the technical skilled people. So if you match both of them together, it's going down, down, down. So really a person that is retained into your organization, it's less than 3 years, okay? 79% of employees leave their job because of the lack of appreciation by the employer, really. And employees are looking for jobs that match their aspirations. So that's not new things, but really they're all put together. What are other, do we have the right mindset? For sure, we have someone that leaves us. We have the thinking of replacing a person by a person. So the person leaves a job, we're recruiting that job, okay? So are we managing jobs or are we managing skills, competencies, okay? There's a strong belief that automation will resolve a lot of workforce shortage. But in reality, automation needs higher skilled, educated worker. But in the same time, is that real that you need more education in order to operate or in order to perform the function that you're hired for? Are we looking for the right skills when we hired? I do very often audit. I meet a lot of clients during the year. They tend to have a very, very high expectation as far as their recruitment or hiring. They have NASA engineer that can work at SpaceX in order to operate the new equipment with the new PLC system or automated system that do the separation of different wood, you know. So are we looking to hire overqualified people? Question that you may put some thought about it. We're actually competing also for the same persons. So it really has an impact directly on the MP position. Different position means also different needs. We tend to hire people based on some assumption, some that are generation oriented, and that sometimes we have the wrong selling pitch to the wrong generation. Salary is not helping for recruitment. Every customer that I go with, as soon as they lose one of their very experienced technician or employee, they tend to raise the salary in order to go and compete on the market, in order to steal from the neighbor. Okay, so really, the average actually in the wood industry, it's 22% higher than the other sectors in the manufacturing industry. So that's not a salary issue. Okay. Other question that you may ask yourself: how strong your training culture is. If you're on the right side, meaning that you have a weaker culture, you may spend $646 per employees per year, and it depends on how. If you're in Quebec, you look for the 882 because you got the direct and the indirect expenditure. So it depends on where you are within Canada or in the US, but really, if you have a weak one, you spend less than $900 per employee per year. Doesn't mean that you spend $900 on every employee, like sometimes I've seen in some budget. You know, you got your $900, you spend with $900, you don't go that far. And if you are a stronger culture, you are around $1,200 on your spending. It's direct and indirect expenses. If you tend to use incomes as far as benchmark, you should be around 110 if you are in the average. using your revenue. If you're looking for your salaries comparison, it's 141. So it depends on which budget or which area of the North America you are. But if your company are more on the bottom line, like dollars, you may use the 1.10 to be an average. 1.10 of your income should be used for the training. And if you are like in Quebec, you're using more on the other area, 140. Where are you? I'll throw you a few questions really quick. So you could grab your phone. Are you less than one? It's on the salary base. Less one, or it could be either on revenue or on a salary base. Where are you? So most of you are in between. Oh, few of them. So most of the people in this room are in the mid-range. I'll go quick. 3 moments that you really need to think of. There's 3 retention moments that are very important. The first 60 days, where the newcomers will evaluate if his choice or even you evaluate if your choice is good. In order for the development, it's really performing their job efficiently. So that's the initial training. Then between 12 and 18 months, there'll be another crisis, okay, where you can work with the training, develop job for progression, task flexibility. So have a broader range of responsibility, and then the next crisis will be around 36 months. So really the 2.8, 3 years area, which is more expectation for career progression. Ask yourself, where do you put the money? Most of the organizations that I work with, they tend to use their budget, 5% for preparation, 90% for development, content, sessions, and then 5% on follow-up, which is the impact. One out of 6 or 50% of the people are gaining sustainable behavior. Redirect your same money, 25, and 50% around after training activities. You'll have 85% of sustainable behavior that will be gained. Okay, so it's really redirect the money at the right place. The training system for retention is very simple. Making sure you've got a target. You identify which is critical for you. Do your assessment, and then develop with a blended program. Do you have skill profile that are specially designed for development or job progression? Or do you have skill profile that are actually for hiring or induction? Most of the company that I work with have skills profile, competency profile for recruitment. We love to recruit, but then when they're in our business, we tend to have that more unofficial buddy system. Check this, check that, follow me, and then you're going to learn, okay? An efficient job skills or job profile has 4 things. A list of tasks that has to be performed, critical tasks or critical skills that are identified. Your materials are properly linked to instruction, to materials. So do you have all of them, or into your profile have few of them? The 1, 2, 3, or 4 into your profile. So partially. That's the fun part, where all the bars moves up and down. Okay, so I can see that 1 out of 5 here has developed the structure, so the target very efficiently with having 4, but most of you have partially organized. Is your assessment model based on reaction, learning, behavior, or results? Again, quick voting. Okay. There's a lot of companies that actually work with the behavior on the performance side. Good. I'll jump this one. I'll go ahead. Make sure you have your standardized critical task practice. There's a lot of materials available today going from papers to high technology, mobile technology that could help your system. To be sure, if you ask for, we'll give you the all best practices on every steps of the process. And at the end, the conclusion that I want to reach with you, start rethinking your retention. Managing your critical skills before managing job will help you with your retention of people, but also making sure also you are working on the right thing other than working on the whole system so you have an impact. And it has also an impact on the bottom line for your people. Well, thank you very much.